As spring breaks in Cocke County, Tennessee, lifelong friends and notorious outlaw shiners Mark and Digger visit their associate Kelly, a master deal maker at acquiring large quantities of raw ingredients.
What are you doing, boss?
Oh, just hanging around here.
Hanging out? Kelly is a guru when it comes to sourcing anything.
I got something I want you to try.
Sorghum. It's only one time a year that you can even get it. Damn, son.
How much of it you got?
1,000.
All these things is full of sugar?
20,000 pounds.
I got something you're gonna love.
What is it?
It's beer, man.
Well, good. Let's have a party.
No, this is not drinking beer. This is bad beer.
What do you mean bad beer? Why would you bring bad beer?
Yeah, who drinks bad beer?
Well, what they told me was they didn't sell none of it, and all of these pallets that they've got went through a hot and cold process, a temperature change, too many times to use it.
God almighty, that's nasty.
Ugh. The only thing I'm certain of right now, this beer's not drinkable. You couldn't sell it for a nickel right now. It's that bad.
Why can't we use it to make good liquor with? So we ain't got to use no sugar, we ain't got to use no corn, we ain't got to use nothing. We can just pour all this stuff into a pot. You know, the good thing about this is bad beer still has good alcohol in it if we can turn it into something drinkable.
You might be able to get some good liquor out of it, but it's going to have to stretch to overcome this.
You never know. I mean, it might be really good liquor. I mean, all we're doing is taking the alcohol out of it, so who knows? I'll go as far as to help you dump the beer out, because it'll take a while. But now, I ain't gonna be in the damn woods of distilling none of it.
I mean, if you want to run it, lay it to it.
Well, I want to know how to, I ain't never done nothing like this, so I want to know how to make it work the best that we can. Is there anybody that we can go to that's done this?
Well, I'm going to say that Amanda Bryant would be our best choice to come in here.
This is just a whipped cream maker. You know, in a regular restaurant, you put cream in here. It's nitrogen dioxide. So we're gonna pressurize, and we're just gonna force the alcohol into the walnuts.
Let me give her a call and see if she's free. She's been asking if she could come down here and work with me and Mark, and this is about as close as we can put her at this point.
Good enough.
You know, at the end of the day, I don't know of anybody that sets their standards for their liquor in the backwoods world any higher than me and Mark have. And that's going to carry through with anybody that makes liquor for us. And we're willing to take a chance on this, see what it turns out. But if it does not turn out good liquor, then we're not willing to sell it.
Well, Kelly, he's all keyed up about this beer.
Well, he gets excited easy.
What's up, gentlemen?
What are you doing, boss?
Playing beer man.
I'm getting the beer out here for you guys to be able to open all of it for me.
As it's going right now, me and Mark have got way too many irons and fire to worry about this beer.
Do you realize how long it's gonna take to pour all this beer out?
Well, Amanda's on her way.
She's driving a little red SUV, that's Amanda.
Hey, Amanda.
How you doing, guys?
She's
You drunk a half a jar of liquor
She's
already.
done drunk 3/4 of a jar of liquor.
I just brought you a little sample of something. I heard you guys had some beer.
Digger, myself, or Kelly, neither one of us has ever just distilled beer.
Yeah. Well, at least it's in cans. In cans, the sunlight can't get to it, so all that's really going bad is the grain flavor. But that's why I brought some of this distilled beer that I made back in Pennsylvania. It's like a seasonal ale, so there are spices in it. In most beers, it's malted barley and hops. So what you have, if you distill it, is a whiskey, if you can fix that hoppy flavor. There's always gonna be a little bit of that hops that lingers, but then there's things you can do to cancel out the hops.
Well, this right here is living proof that you can make good liquor out of beer. That's really good, Amanda.
Well, thanks.
Let's get to work.
There's the first one, first of many.
4 of us are opening these cans and dumping them out. Hopefully, we'll get through these 3 pallets in a few hours. Damn, this is slow go, ain't it, guys?
I reckon.
That Digger had an idea
That's a
right
method
there.
right there. I knew this process of opening these cans was not going to be easy, but I didn't expect it to be quite so messy. We have beer in our eyes, beer in our ears, beer everywhere. I think we're all going to walk away from here smelling like an old dirty bar when we're done.
Damn.
Now, you're gonna love this.
idea is to put it in the tote. You know, Kelly comes up with this idea of drilling a hole. Drills them through the ends, turns them upside down and bends them.
This is still taking forever.
Well, you don't know if he hits all the cans or he don't. It's running out of the boxes really slow. I know there's got to be an easier way of doing this. I don't know what it is.
I got a heck of an idea. You're gonna love it.
This is gonna be interesting.
I hope it works. I really do. Kelly's like a hamster wheel, you know, the wheels are always turning, so he said, maybe I can take my tractor and put this beer in a kiddie pool. Well, it sounds really simple enough. You know, you take this bucket on this tractor and bust it like that.
Let's set them right there side by side.
I mean, it stands to reason they'll bust and spill. Then I guess you just dump it in out of the pool. I don't know. That'll be another problem when it's on, when it comes time.
Hey, a little harder. Oh, that's perfect. You broke 2 of them.
Well,
We got a half a beer empty. Try it without the boxes. Honestly, them cans are tougher than I thought they was.
Hell, dump these in there too.
Oh, now we're getting somewhere.
That can pop.
you gotta give it to him though. This is a creative idea.
The thing about it is, there's more beer out on the ground now than is in the pool.
Yeah, you sloshed out about 2 cases.
You know, we've wasted enough time with this. So we got to just take the time, open the cans, put them in the tote, and be done with it. It's nasty.
It is.
I ain't willing to screw up a copper pot on this beer run. With them hops in there, it's just going to annihilate it.
Some of this stuff will kind of etch copper a little bit and stick and burn and scorch if it gets etched. Now, the thing about it is, beer has hops in them. The oil from the hops is really hard on copper. We really need a stainless steel pot. It should be the ideal steel to do their stripping run with.
Do you know of any stainless steel pots?
Back several years ago, we sold that hydrogen peroxide tank steel that Popcorn had to have built. It's 7 barrels. I mean, it's 350 gallons. We sold this old pot to Leroy Schultz. He's another old liquor man. And he put it to good use for a number of years up until he died. And I guess that's the first place you need to look was the last place you saw it. I'll make some phone calls. I'll call y'all in the morning. We'll be headed to go find the steel.
See if it'll make any wiki. And then it'll be just all up to Kelly and Amanda to turn it into liquor.
I hope we hear from you in the morning. That's gonna be our saving grace.
Me too. I'd rather have that rascal working as it is sitting somewhere not doing nothing.
Oh. That fly is driving me absolutely insane. When you laid on your damn ass for 3 months, just about anything will drive you crazy.
In Polk County, North Carolina, the backwoods beckons as outlaw moonshiner and high-octane thrill-seeker Josh Owens faces a new season hobbled by broken bones and medical bills.
Somebody's here.
3 months ago, Josh competed in a motorcycle race in Daytona. When he lost traction around the final turn, he hit the wall at over 80 miles per hour. He shattered 16 bones, but miraculously kept his spirit intact.
What's up, man? Wondering who's making that racket. I done forgot y'all was even coming. Henry and Kenny are veteran OG moonshiners from the old school.
How you doing, bro?
Been missing you. What can I say? I've been working with Henry, Kenny, and Tickle for the last 3 or 4 years, and they're some of the best partners a man could ever ask for.
What all happened, man, exactly? I mean, I heard you hit the wall and all, but...
Somebody crashed before me. They leaked oil all over the track. I'm flying around through there, and the next thing you know, I flew through the air into a concrete wall, bam! I come to a dead stop, and then it was like a flash of light. Next thing I know, I was talking to Jesus. I thought for 1 second I wasn't good enough to go to heaven, and that seemed like I was going to hell or something, like I wasn't good enough. And that was the scariest thing I ever been through in my whole life, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if that was a hallucination or God and devil or what. If there's an in-between state when you're there. I don't really know what the deal is there, but it's screwed up. Everybody thought I was dead. The ambulance finally got there, scooped me up, took me to the hospital, I guess.
You're lucky to be alive, man, is all I know.
I broke my neck,
Your neck?
broke my back. I broke this arm right here. I broke my femur right here. I broke this femur right here. I blew out this knee right here and it come out of a cadaver. And I broke the top part of my tibia, my fibula. Got a concussion. I bruised my liver, bruised my aorta. Hell, I can't even remember what else. Let's check these out, Henry.
That's your bone, that bone.
That's the hips. 8 screws in that leg. It's bone jewelry.
bone jewelry? That's
Yeah, I got bone jewelry.
I'll tell you what it looked like to me, man. You're moving around. Look how far you've come in just a couple months.
Yeah. Well, I need to get back to work.
We'll
I
get
need
you
to get back to
work.
work. I don't care if you gotta drag me out there in a satchel or something. I've got to go.
We'll get you back out there.
I don't think you understand.
Nobody gonna take. I know you, Josh. You're going crazy. You used to working, tinkering stuff, tearing stuff apart, putting stuff together. But you gotta be careful with that legs. Heart and everything else was bruised. Oh my gosh, man. You know, Josh, he's part of our team. We love him to death. And you can believe one thing, we're gonna put him to work. But I'm not gonna hurt him in the process.
I just want to go back to work.
Okay, we're gonna get you there.
yours time to heal. Don't break it again while it's already broke.
I just want to get after it.
You know, Josh, he's headstrong. And I think in his mind, he does think he's ready to come back helping us, but I don't think he's nowhere near ready as he thinks he is. The way I'm looking at it, it's gonna be quite a while.
I'm gonna make it happen regardless. If I got to, I'll ride a four-wheeler.
We'll make it happen, but it's gonna take some time. When I saw on that x-ray, with them rods and them screws and your bones cracked this way here, Josh, come on now. We can't get in no big hurry.
All I need to do is just get a little bit better, and I'll be able to do whatever.
I know you're ready to roll. Just give us a little time.
Henry and Kenny telling me that they don't think I can do something drives me insane. It makes me want to do it that much more. No is not in my vocabulary. I can't accept it. And I don't care if I got to crawl across the ground to get there. I'm going, you hide and watch.
Hello? Josh?
Yo, all I can think about is getting back out to the woods on my own. And with me being hurt, Butterbean's like, I need to hook you up with my friend Josh.
I just knew that the rehab the hospital gives is garbage compared to what we can help you with. So I called Josh up and I said, Josh, you gotta help my friend.
Butterbean had 2 hips replaced and was in a wheelchair for years. He's done overcome that because of Josh. And Josh said any friend of Butterbean's is a friend of mine. We're gonna work out and we're gonna get you walking again.
You look good.
Not like I wanna be, but I'm getting there.
We'll get you up there going pretty soon.
One of the main things about all this is staying mentally positive. That's what everybody keeps telling me. That's been one of the hardest things about it. I didn't have no idea when I woke up from the wreck. I was thinking to myself like I always do. Well, in a few weeks, I'll be able to cut the cast off and get back at it, you know? No, there wasn't no just getting back at it this time.
Well, that's why I called you, because
I had to get back at it, but it was like this.
I knew you was gonna need help.
When you have surgeries and you're down and you're just laying there like a vegetable, you're not moving around, you're not really moving your muscles. And when you're not moving your muscles, they forget what the hell's going on, and you start falling apart.
This is a new product called Power Cuffs. Basically, it kind of restricts the blood, holds the blood down there while we exercise and work out. And then when you release and it loosens up, nice, better oxygenated blood comes and hits those body parts where this was tight to help you heal quicker, faster.
Josh and Bean brought me these Power Cuffs. Helps you get more oxygen in your blood and stuff. I'm willing to do anything at this point. Start getting better.
Bam,
All right, he's ready to go. He's tightened up.
Stopwatch. It's cleared.
All right, here we go. Chest up, good. Chin up, look at Bean. Right fist back, left fist forward. Now you're gonna punch with a Hall of Famer. Let's go.
Hey.
You got it, you got it. Breathe with me. Inhale, exhale, punch. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Tell you the truth, I was really skeptical of this.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, knock Bean out. 10, boom.
But we start working out. It ain't easy.
Exhale, push up. 3, 2, 1, down.
You gotta earn it because you've gotta get it yourself. You gotta make it happen. You gotta earn it or you're not gonna get it. And I don't know about you, but I wanna get it.
3, 2, 1, that's it.
Now you're good. We're gonna get you back, but it ain't gonna be easy.
Doing all these exercises as hard as I can because I want to get out in the woods. I want to get walking. I want to be making some moonshine. There ain't one thing to do but get better and get back at it.
My guy. Almost home, baby. You're almost home.
And these legs are broke, but they're going to work.
Exhale, push it out. Hit it. Bang! That's a wrap, my guy. Bang! Josh's injuries really require a ton of rehabilitation, physical therapy. He's got to eat right, drink right, to really heal right. Let's pop those. Everyone's recovery is different. If he puts the work in, anything that he wants to do, he's going to be able to do. Great job, baby. And his will to work is insane. Super happy with your progress, man. Proud of you.
Thank you, man.
You're welcome.
Putting in the work, that's all that matters.
I am working at it. I just wished it was happening faster. I want it to happen faster. I'm bouncing back in every way possible. I'm gonna be stronger than ever when this is over and said and done with, and I owe it, a lot of it, to these guys.
You know, for our first run, we decided we're gonna do a blueberry lemonade. And what's better than blueberries? Everybody loves blueberries, so that's what we decided to do. Whoa, look here. We got some blueberries. Good God, look at that jackrabbit eye right there.
Wow.
Now, that's a big one, ain't it?
How they taste, though? Oh, wow. That's got flavor for days.
Oh, yeah, and they a little tart, too.
Oh, God, yeah.
You know, we could do corn liquor like everybody else or do something that everybody else has had. Why not start off with a recipe that nobody else has had yet? If you succeed in that run, you will set up because they know, hey, these guys makes the different stuff. Let's call them. Let's get our alcohol from these guys. Excuse me, sir. How much is your blueberries here, buddy?
They're $25 a gallon. It's
$25 a gallon?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I remember it used to be $8 a gallon.
Yeah, me and you both.
I mean, if we bought a good handful, could you come down a little bit on it?
That's wholesale price on them. I mean, they buy 50 at a time. That's what I get. It's $25.
I don't know, man. That's awful steep. I may get back with you here in a few
I
minutes.
appreciate it,
Thank
fella.
you, buddy. Thanks for your
All right.
time.
Thank you. All right. That's $900.
Man, that's a lot of money for a mash.
I understand it, but we got to make a good high-end damn alcohol, and I think we should do it.
Why don't we just run some damn corn and put some liquor out there and get some money? I got to pay Digger. Digger's jumping my.
You know, technically, you should be paying for it all. Look at the trouble you started up by stealing our recipe, stomping on our damn toes, and you telling me what I should be running? I don't think so. Just throwing in some old corn liquor, this, that, and other, that's cheap, man.
Well, look,
A dummy can think of that to do. This is our operation. You're not my partner right now. Me and him makes the calls here. And the only damn reason we're working with you is because we absolutely have to.
I mean, the feeling's mutual.
Well, that's good. Let's keep it that way.
This blueberry idea is a crazy idea. I mean, why are we running the most expensive liquor possible right off the bat?
Tell you what, why don't you go over so you can maybe get him down a little bit?
Because that's high.
I'll go over here and give him a talking to and just see. All right.
Talk him down.
Hey, mister.
Yes, sir.
Can I have a word with you in private for a minute?
Yeah.
All right. Listen, I'm gonna be rightfully honest with you here. We turning these blueberries into alcohol. I'm gonna just lay it out on the table for you.
Okay.
If I make the alcohol and I bring back a couple of jars, could you meet me in the middle? And I'll take every blueberry you got over there.
You bring me some of it, and I'll go $7.50.
You'll go $7.50?
I'll go $7.50 for
We
you.
got yourself a deal,
All right,
brother.
I appreciate it.
Hey, I
buddy.
appreciate you. Let me go tell the guys.
All right.
You know, we're gonna put a lot of money on the line for this run, for the #1 run, so to speak.
Oh, they look good, though.
Hey, Purdy. Purdy. And, you know, prices are through the roof for ingredients this year, and we cannot afford to mess this one up, that's for sure. Now, the big task ahead for all three of us is how to mash in the blueberries with the lemons without ruining the blueberries.
$750, we can't afford to lose none.
Guys, we got a lot of money sitting back here. $750 worth of blueberries. We've decided to mash in blueberries and lemons. This is gonna be a really risky run here, but if we make it happen, it's heavy. There's no doubt in my mind that blueberry lemonade will sell very well if we get the flavor right.
We got some barrels of mash to do, man.
I know it.
And it's gonna be difficult because we gotta mix a lemon and a blueberry together, and those two don't even live in the same town.
No, they're two totally different damn fruits, that's for sure.
I mean, blueberry and lemon together, that's a real complicated mash. I could run a simple corn shine right now and put a whole bunch of money in my pocket. I mean, why are we taking this big, huge risk of going and run these blueberries? I mean, this is stupid.
If you mash it all in at one time and it don't work out right, you're screwed.
And the tricky part is gonna be to find out how much blueberry, how much lemon we put in it.
So much a ratio between the two?
Yeah.
What if we actually could run it separately.
How you gonna do that?
We can mash them separately, where we just got a good lemonade and we got a good blueberry. Then we build a pot with multiple sections in it, where we can put lemon in one section, blueberries in another section. Keep the mash separate in the pot as well.
But you know, they still gonna marry together into the cap.
Yes, but now what if we built multiple burners and we can move them?
So we can control the steam flow.
If you can control the heat, you can control the steam. That's where all your flavor's at. You know, when it comes to alcohol, there's several different things. If you're looking for taste, it all boils down to a molecular level. So by mixing these via the steam, rather than running them individually and mix them after the fact, we're gonna get a much better taste profile, which is gonna command a much better price. So if we taste it on the fly, and all we taste is lemon, we can just take and turn that lemon back, and we can taste it again, get it to the exact thing we want it right there on the fly.
Hell, that'll work.
I don't know about this. It's overly complicated, and in order to build this steel, we'll need 2 sheets of copper, and the price of copper is sky high right now.
All right, yeah.
Let's get this mash mashed in.
That'll be lemonade in just a little while, won't it, Jerry? This stuff's potent. It's concentrated, you know. It's pure lemon juice that we're trying to mash in here.
I think we're like a 2-2. You know, lemons are very acidic, but yeast thrive on a little bit of a neutral environment. You know, one of the things that we can add to bring the pH level up a little bit is baking soda. It'll actually neutralize the acid. There it is, guys, 5-3.
Cool, bangers.
So, we're ready to move on. Watch them fingers.
Ready to suck it down in there, you won't never get it back, I promise you. We'll have some Richard Middle Finger liquor.
We'll call it Josh Orange liquor.
Yeah. Way it do it. Let's pitch some yeast to get the hell out of here. You know, we're coming up with a totally different design for this pot. And for the very expensive mash for the first run of the season, if it don't work, it's back to square zero for me.
Hey. You.
Hey.
What's going on?
Hey, how are y'all doing this afternoon?
Oh, pretty good about yourself.
Good. Oh, I see y'all got a pretty little roll of paper there.
Yeah, we got some birdhouses to build.
You said birdhouses?
Birdhouses, yeah.
Well, there's a lot of people that might believe that, but it ain't me.
Oh, really?
Who are you? I work for a gentleman named Robert. Robert Brandy.
Oh, really? Well, then you know why I'm here.
Why are you here?
No, we've had a discussion with the guy. Everything's cool.
Oh, no, sir. To remain in this valley, it's going to cost you rent. And that rent, sir, is $700.
Oh, my God.
$700.
Oh, boy, I've heard the wind blow before.
I will give you 3 days.
I don't know about these two right here. I ain't promising I'll be nowhere, brother.
Well, it doesn't matter if you're there or not. He can come by himself. He can come by himself. However y'all want to do that. As long as you're at Cookie's Mill, 3 o'clock on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, we'll see if I'm there.
Okay.
You have a good day, sir.
Y'all gentlemen be
All right.
Richard.
Robert is the godfather of Maggie Valley, the one who tells everybody what to do here in this little town. So, not only do we have to team up with our bitter enemy because we cause so much racket, now we've got to pay up X amount of dollars just to be here to run.
Now, where is it we're headed to down here?
We're going up here just before you go across the county line. It's Leroy Schultz's old place.
In Cock County, Tennessee, hoping to distill alcohol from 700 gallons of light beer.
Damn, this is slow go, ain't it, guys? I reckon.
Amanda, Kelly, and Digger need to locate a stainless steel pot built 2 decades ago by Moonshine legend Popcorn Sutton.
When was the last time you saw this still?
He's been dead several years now, and it's been several birthdays since I've been over there. Well, you know, back in the day, 30, 35 years ago, Popcorn ran across a stainless steel tank. It came out of a soft drink bottling company, and he thought that'd make a fine pot, and yeah, it did. And the reason we got to have that stainless steel pot is the oil that comes out of the hops when they're steeped in the beer, it'll cake up on the side of copper horribly, and it takes an act of Congress to get it off. It pretty much ruins the steel, so we got to have a stainless steel pot. Yeah, I hope that his nephew still got it.
Is that him right there?
I believe it is. I'll keep his attention. Y'all loaded up the truck. All I can hope for is that he hadn't run this old still off a bank somewhere and run over with the tractor. Well, you know, bud, you remember me?
Remember you a little bit.
Me and your Uncle Harold used to run around a lot together. I'm Digger.
Okay, yeah.
I ain't seen you since you was a teenager.
What you into?
Well, I was gonna go up here and talk to you about something that I sold your Uncle Leroy years ago. And it's a big old stainless steel pot. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, I'm not really for sure if it's still here or not. I mean, I'm thinking it might be. If you want to, we'll go look. I know.
Let's go look at it.
Pretty close to where it should be.
We're getting off to a good start here. I guess I've got a face you can't forget, maybe. Well, I hadn't seen the kid since he was probably early 20s. His nickname's Bloodnut, and that's because he likes working on old vehicles. Yeah, there's a little small mash barrel right there.
Before he bought that big pot, he used to run a little pot.
Yep. You know, the last time I saw it, it was pumping that liquor out. And old Leroy, he was sitting on a milk crate beside of it, watching it catching them gallon jugs.
There's some corn in there.
And there's been some corn liquor run there.
Boy, I tell you, he made a lot of money. It really helped the family out feeding them back in the day.
There ain't no telling what kind of treasures is in these buildings.
I'd just about bet there's a snake in there somewhere.
Maybe there's some money in them barrels.
Well, you feel free to go in there and look around. I ain't gonna fight no snake for the chance of a quarter.
I remember it being here at one time.
That might be where it's at.
Another mash barrel and a few buckets.
I'm really hoping this isn't a lost cause. I mean, fingers crossed that this pot is still around, but it's been like 20 years.
Don't think it's in that.
That's the smallest room I've ever seen in an old shed.
Yeah.
That nailed shut.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna open for sure, is it?
Well, I think I may see a pinch of it there. Yep, that's it. Just the way it was 25 years ago.
It ain't changed much over the years.
Oh, shoot. Okay, that is enormous.
Ain't she pretty?
You know, I hadn't seen this still in better than 25 years. Of course, that's the beauty of stainless. It don't rust, it don't fall apart. It might get dirty, but you can clean it up. Now all we gotta do is come to an agreement on how much he wants for this rascal. Now, back in the day, Leroy gave me $500 for it, and I'd be willing to give that back again.
Well, it's a good heirloom. I mean, it's been here for Shultz family for over 25 years.
Yep.
It's not for sale. But I'll be happy to lend it to you as long as you want. Get a little liquor here and there. When you're done with it, holler back.
Shake hand before you change your mind.
That'll work.
You'll have plenty of liquor, son, I assure you.
Uncle Leroy would be proud. He know this thing's far back up.
I promise you, we ain't gonna disappoint him. You know, we all made a lot of liquor on this rascal back in the day, and I'm pretty stoked about firing this old girl up again. Now comes the fun part. Amanda, carry that rascal out there to the truck if you don't care. I'll go let the tailgate down.
10-4.
Lay it in there gently. The next thing we gotta do is get a good location nailed down for our steel side.
Hopefully this steel side is as good as what my buddy says it should be. The road is a little rough.
The road less traveled is the one we want to be on.
You know, we're wanting a steel site that we can set up and use all year. We don't want to have to move out of this thing. We want to make it kind of permanent. And I got a buddy that's got an old place where he kept his hunting dogs, and he says it's pretty secure, backs right up to the forest, and there's even a roof and stuff there that we might be able to use. I believe right here is a good spot.
See where you brought me, Kelly.
There's all kinds of junk. You know, the good thing about this being like it is, if they're doing aerial surveillance, then there's been all this crap back here forever, so they're used to it. Now, anything we put won't look out of the ordinary at this point.
You're probably right.
Hang on. Thing's heavy, ain't it?
It is heavy. We ain't carrying it through the woods.
No.
We got other teams to focus on. We're trying to build something big here.
We are building something.
We are building something big.
Let me back this rascal up and make room for him to get in here. Because I'm facing a little bit of adversity, all that does is bring out my will to fight. We're putting teams together. We're outsourcing ingredients. getting equipment, and letting these younger bucks get out here and pump that liquor and get it out. So we're being the brains behind the operation right now. We locate stuff, we send people after it, they bring it back in, then everybody gets a share of the bounty. And at the end of the day, we're making more money. Y'all right?
Yes, sir, you.
Well, we're just waiting on y'all to get here, pick this up, and start making that legacy liquor.
You know, guys, we cannot make this triple malted grain liquor fast enough. So that's why you guys are here.
We're gonna have a well-oiled machine. We're gonna have other teams making other liquors, and right here is what y'all are gonna concentrate on, nothing else.
Well, that's an honor.
You daggone right.
We know what you guys are capable of. You ain't never turned us down, and we're all gonna make a damn load of money.
That's the best part, ain't it?
Yeah, that's the number one part.
You know, it was a no-brainer picking up Daniel and Tater. We've worked with them before, and they're both top-shelf liquor men. And we've worked with Daniel a lot, making this triple malted grain over the years. He knows what we want. He knows what our skill set is, and he emulates them to a T.
And there ain't very many of us that knows that recipe right there neither.
The only ones I know of standing right here.
I don't mind that you fellas are knowing it. I mean, if you can't trust somebody like that, how could you trust them to do anything else?
That's right.
Well, guys,
let's get you loaded up.
All right.
Okay.
We'll put you some in the back of that truck. You know, Daniel and Tater, we trust them, they trust us. But, you know, we do realize that the bigger our operation gets, the more careful that we have to be. Just because we're not running liquor ourselves doesn't mean that we have a get-out-of-jail-free card.
Man, I can't believe this.
Well, who the hell does that guy think he really is, man?
If he works for who he says he works for, we ain't gonna have a whole lot of choice but to pay him.
In Haywood County, North Carolina, a tenuous partnership between Mike, Jerry, and Richard faces a new threat.
To remain in this valley, it'll cost you rent.
When a rival shine boss attempts to extort them for an extra $700 to sell shine in the lucrative market of Maggie Valley.
Does it make any sense to you?
Not really, not a
Why
lot.
has he got some chump walking around working for him? Why don't he come to us face to face, say, look, guys, this is what you owe. Somebody's opened a damn can of tuna because it smells really damn fishy to me.
Mike, $700, that's a small price to pay if we could keep running liquor here in Maggie Valley, man.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
We get this steel built, we get it in the woods, we run this mash, we stand a very good chance of broke even and get to make some money.
We got a damn steel to build. Let's get to it.
Just cut up and get going.
What you thinking?
We'll build a 4-chambered pot. We've got blueberries here on this half and lemons over here on this half. It's almost like running 4 different little steels in one. You know, our biggest challenge is to get this proportion of this thing right. We got to get that percentage of each one just perfect where one flavor don't cover up the other.
Jerry's 100-gallon still pot will consist of 4 separate chambers. 2 of the chambers will be filled with fermented blueberry mash, and the other 2 chambers with lemon mash. As the pot heats up, blueberry and lemon vapor will rise into the cap, where they blend together at the molecular level. From there, the vapor travels down the arm and into the condenser, where it's cooled down and condensed back into a liquid. To adjust the flavor profile, a rotating burner under the pot will allow them to add or take away heat from either of the 2 mashes.
If we're getting too much lemon, now all we gotta do is we just gotta swing this thing this way and put our burner over here. This is gonna be a complicated build. I mean, it's gonna have a lot of moving parts, but once we get it up and going, we're gonna have so much control over our flavors, and that's gonna give us such a complex advantage over anybody in the industry, we feel like.
Perfect. Give me some soda.
Just imagine this right here, though. Have the burner sitting right here, and all of a sudden just turn it.
Heck yeah.
Being able to adjust the flavor on the fly, that's a game changer. No one has that capability. If you taste something wrong with a run, you gotta stop, correct it, start it again. All we need to do is turn up or turn down the flame. It's a heavy thing.
This thing's as heavy as a pot, ain't it?
That thing look like it can go into orbit right now.
Thing's pretty crazy looking, ain't it?
Man.
I tell you what, now we got this thing together, man, I'm so tickled. This thing looks amazing. I think it's gonna function great and do just exactly what we need it to.
I'm ready to see it warm up and throw some liquor out of it.
Take her to the woods, some blueberry lemonade runoff.
Y'all ready to get her set up, boys?
Yeah, just the real
Do it. Today's game day. We fixing to run our blueberry lemonade on our brand new 4-chamber pot. It's never been tested. This damn thing may not work. It may blow up or do something that we're totally not expecting out here. It looks like it'll function. I hope it does. Oh, let's see what she looks like.
Whoa. Look at that cap, man. Oh my God, that's good.
That's wine right there, my friend.
What about this one right here? That's that lemon.
As strong as it already smells, we know we got to run this thing really slow.
Real slow.
We got to take our time with this.
We ready to light her
We're
up,
let you light the first light of the season, son.
Yeah.
First light up of the season, baby.
Oh, yeah.
We got a lot of money tied up in this run. It's a little bit nerve-wracking. Nobody's wrote the book on this. We don't know how much heat it's going to take on the lemonade versus how much heat it's going to take on the blueberry to make these things run like they're supposed to.
Is it getting hot? It won't be long now, will it? Well, we better put a cooler out in it, right?
That's all she was missing.
There's all she's missing.
Let me see if I can smell anything. Oh, Lord, yes.
There it is. First dadgum dribbles of the season.
What I'm talking about. So far.
Keep them heads off there.
God almighty, that's gasoline, son. Lemon, damn gasoline. Pow!
We got to back off of that lemon.
You can't taste blueberry in it no damn where.
So we need less lemon and a little bit more blueberry, so we'll just move this burner all over here to the blueberry. Get that heat more on the blueberry.
So we just taste this another jar and see where we're at. I taste a damn lot of blueberry. Now, do you know what you done and what time you done it? We gotta keep it that way, brother.
You can still taste the lemonade, it's still there, but the blueberry is on top right now. The way we got this thing set up, we got the ratio running perfect for what we need.
It's gonna make us money. We're gonna get this stuff sold and pay Robert off. I'm not liking this crap one daggum bit, man, having to pay this man $700 of our hard-earned money.
I mean, if we can get him off our back this early in the season, not have to worry about it, I think we should just go ahead and do it.
All right, guys, let's go give this creep his money. Get it over with.
Man, you got us out here in the middle of nowhere.
Well, that's how we like it.
That's how we like it.
Yeah. Good morning.
Morning.
How are y'all?
Yeah, well, seeing how we created the ruckus last year, we felt like it was time to pay our dues and settle things up. So we're men of our words, we're here, and we got you $700 to get this taken care of.
Well, we do appreciate you.
Well, we got work to do.
Yeah, it's time for us to get the hell out of here. You done?
Am I done?
Yeah.
No, sir, I'm not. Matter of fact, times change, and I appreciate y'all adapting to that.
Yeah, well.
Well, there's another adaptation, I should say. It's gonna take another $700.
You full of That's what you are.
No, sir, I'm not.
You said.
No, I'm really not.
You told us there's $700 on this date, at this time. Here we are, and you've been paid.
Yes. Well, we appreciate y'all for the half.
Half?
Half of the rent.
How many times we gonna have to go through
Listen,
this?
I can tell you what the hell's going on here, guys. He's got his money. Whatever this $700 come from, I'm not sure, but we've paid our damn debts. I don't know about y'all, but I'm done. I'm done with your I've got a notion to take that $700 out of your damn buddy.
Well, you know.
Okay, don't you threaten me. You don't come here and talk to me like I'm a damn kid. I don't owe you jack, buddy, but up in
So
his
you
son.
need to take that trash attitude off to the garbage, the rubbish pile, son.
Fix and slap that washer
Well,
for you.
anytime you want to jump, son, you come on and get it,
Come
because I'm
on.
telling you right now.
Come on.
We
Come on.
here.
Come on, bud. Come on.
Stop this. Stop this now.
I'll beat your damn brakes off.
Look, here's your hat, buddy boy. You want to come get
Are
it?
you damn right I'll come get that.
Pop, look.
You ain't getting your damn money, are you?
Yeah, we'll get
Bastard.
it. One way or the other.
Yeah.
See y'all ladies later.
Do something, because he ain't getting another damn I can tell you that right now.
I can't wait to get back to making liquor. This stupid chair worked. There we go. Henry and Kenny told me they didn't think I was ready to come back out into the woods. They don't want me to get myself hurt. I'm bound and determined to go back to work. Even if that means in a walker, wheelchair, crutches, whatever it takes, I gotta get back out there. Oh, yeah. Here goes nothing. We're gonna drive to Virginia. Woo! Oh, yeah. It feels good, boy. Everybody keeps telling me, Josh, you're not ready to get in a van and drive. What am I doing right now? Where you going? So right now I'm on my way up to see Henry, Kenny, and Tickle. I'm gonna surprise them, just show up. But the last thing I want to do is go empty-handed. And Henry loves peaches, so we're gonna try to find him some peaches. They're right there, there they are. Bobby.
Hey, Josh, you made it.
We did make it.
Yes, sir.
Good to see you, buddy.
Good
Been a
seeing you,
minute or
too.
two. We ain't been able to find peaches nowhere. We've been looking.
You came to the right place. They're short this year. There's only a 5% crop.
Well, I'm anxious to see them. This has been one of the worst peach seasons I ever remember in my life. There was a terrible frost at the beginning of the year. They're really hard to come by this year.
What you think?
Well, they're nice and sweet and they're juicy. 40 boxes of peaches, that's gonna cost me $1,000. But I've done the math on it, and I'm standing to make like $5 grand off that $1,000. I would like to take them off you.
Okay, you got it.
I can't really help. Y'all don't mind loading them?
No, we got it.
And look and see how the heck we're gonna get them all in here.
All right, well, we'll put them in there somewhere, don't it?
We'll get them in there. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell I need to do. I'll get in it and put my bags and stuff up, and I'll just sit in the driver's seat. Y'all just load them in right here, and I'll be in for the count, I guess.
All right, we'll take care of that.
Hopefully nothing happens. Oh, yeah. Wash this damn peach off. Henry's gonna be happy. Not only am I showing up, but I'm showing up with peaches. It may not be a truckload of peaches, but it's gonna be a van load. Man, I'm stuck in here.
You are definitely stuck in there.
Thank you guys for loading them.
You're welcome. No problem.
Let me see if my door will shut.
It'll shut. That worked.
Bobby,
It's been a pleasure.
I appreciate you. Thank you. I hate to eat and run. Hey, I'm having a peachy day. By me scoring a bunch of peaches and being able to drive them to Virginia, that should prove to these guys that I'm worthy to be back to work. Henry, I'm here.
After the tone.
I was wanting to surprise everybody. Without getting these boxes the hell out of here with all these peaches in them, I'm not gonna be able to get my chair out. Henry! Without being able to get that chair out of here, I can't get out. I'm boxed in here by a bunch of peaches. And if they don't come on, it looks like it's gonna be peaches for dinner. I don't know where these boys is at. Well, I'm having a peachy day. And honestly, I gotta pee. I was about to bust it. I had to go. I went. Henry gonna kill me.
Somebody's up here.
Whose van's that?
Josh's van.
I believe it is.
Josh's van. Look at this
In the world?
Look at yonder.
Damn bad.
Stranger.
How'd you get up here in Virginia, Hoss?
Man can't even walk yet and he's driving.
Ain't know?
Damn, good to see you.
I don't know too many folks can't walk and can drive.
How are you working your gas pedal and brake?
Gas brake, gas brake. I got this.
Look, how long you been here? You got peaches all over here in his driveway.
Well, I wouldn't be worried about the peaches. If I was you, I'd be bringing me a water hose out here so I could spray that area off, because I pissed right there.
Well, that right.
What do you mean?
Oh, heck.
You pissed at my damn
I've been here for hours. You don't understand. I can't go nowhere. I'm gonna open the door over there. I want y'all to look inside.
Look inside. What'd you take a
I
dump in there?
brought you something.
Hey, he took a dump on
Took a
that.
dump in there?
I brought you something. Look.
You want us to clean that up?
I brought you something.
Damn. Uh-oh, look at here, Henry.
That's all you got, Josh. Don't worry about it.
Hey,
Don't worry
look,
about it.
get them the hell out of the way.
I've been trying to find peaches all the way from Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and nothing.
I don't eat about a dozen of them.
They look good, don't they? Look, man is stuck in the van. You over here eating peaches.
You did good, Josh. I need to take a break.
Take a break. I'm ready to get the hell out of here.
I'm trying to get you out.
Can you get out of there now?
You get out there now, brother?
We're gonna find out.
Hot up in that van.
Hell yeah, van for hours. Oh my Lord, out of the van.
I tell y'all what, from Florida to North Carolina and now here, it's unbelievable.
It's a lot of traveling for a man that ain't supposed to be able to get around,
You shouldn't have been doing that alone, man. You should have called when I was.
We'd have been glad to come, guys.
I made it.
You can't take risks like that.
I about suffocated waiting on y'all. These peaches are like really expensive right now.
Yeah, but you know what that means, don't you?
It means this brandy gonna be worth gold.
Gold.
Now, with Henry being known all around these parts for his peach brandy, not only is this gonna be the only peach brandy around, it's gonna go for a premium price.
We got one hell of a sight for these peaches.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, man.
Am I gonna be able to get in and out?
That's what we're gonna have to try.
You can fix me in some sort of satchel and tote my ass now. I'll give you get me there, I'll do whatever.
I ain't gonna lie to you, we've been having a hard time getting that thing out of there, even with the chains on the tires. And seeing you look like to me you're getting around a lot better.
But yeah, we're trying to get it where you can work it. Hopefully you can work
We've been
it.
working
We got a
on
bridge across it and all.
You know what scares me about that?
What's that?
What if we get stuck?
You know, you have to camp. You used to camp and all this. Then you camped last year, a couple sites we had, and I brought you some seafood. Remember that seafood I brought you?
Yeah, I remember.
You was all excited about it?
We're gonna surf and turf, Josh. Sardines and beanie weenies. There's surf and turf.
Surf and turf.
So if you can't get you out, we'll just put your tent down there, bring you some seafood.
God, that's a good piece.
I don't want your seafood. I don't want nothing to do with your seafood. I really hate the fact that I haven't been here. And
We did too, but dang.
I mean, I didn't go and hit a wall on purpose or anything, but the fact that I went out there and I got hurt and I haven't been here, I've been feeling really bad about not being able to do what I do and be pulling my part and be a part of our little gang here.
Oh, your brother. We take care of our brothers and all.
That's right.
We take care of our brothers.
We want you to be here, but I believe you're better off taking your therapy. I'm super excited that Josh is here and ready to help out down here at the still site. But I can't help but wonder, it was all we could do to get us in and out of that still site.
Tomorrow we roll into site and we'll see what needs to be done.
You done had a long day today, ain't you?
Oh, man.
Well, them peaches are so good. As far as I'm concerned, you could have took a dump on Henry's driveway and I'd have been fine. Hold on. Henry happens to know where we can get some water straight out of a mountain. This water's so good, it's actually running a trout farm. So I think this right here is gonna be the way to go because we're gonna have to charge top dollar for this liquor.
Ty.
Y'all made it.
What's up, buddy?
And if we're gonna charge top dollar for it, it's gotta be top shelf peach brandy.
You wanna go up and look at the spring?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm ready to check this out.
Come on.
Put that thing in four-wheel drive.
It is.
He'll wreck it. He don't need anything with a motor on it. Believe me.
Hey.
Josh, come on now. Don't mess up. Hit a wall, run 80 miles an hour.
Really?
Man, you know what the doctor said.
I got 10 screws in here, 10 screws in here, 8 screws in here, knee out of a dead person.
3 more bones, he'll be caught up to Geneva.
3 more bones, it'll be somebody else.
Yeah. Won't be nothing left.
Won't be nothing to Josh left.
All right, let's go see the hole.
Yeah, man, let's rock and roll.
This is just flat out crazy is what this is.
It's just like an ocean under the mountain. Pretty amazing.
When I seen this spring head, it's almost like stepping back in time to me.
It's amazing, man. You could almost crawl up in that, couldn't you?
There's not a lot of places like this left on the face of this earth. That is good looking water. And cold. It's got a little bit of tint to it, but you can look at it and tell there's not any debris in here. There's not anything. This is just sheer minerals coming right out of this limestone rock. That water makes the best liquor there is.
Nice and clear.
Tell you what, that looks good right yonder.
Crazy.
That's what I'm talking about. It's ice cold. It tastes so good. It's almost indescribable.
I say we're ready to pump some darn water. We can't get the truck quite all the way up to this spring house, so we're gonna do the next best thing. We're gonna get the truck as close to the spring house as we can. This is still good, pure water right from the source, and we're gonna pump an entire full tote over into Henry's truck.
All right, try it. There it comes. There's no doubt with how awesome these peaches are, with this insanely great water, that we're gonna make some good moonshine.
Tell her she's full.
All right, she's full. All right. All I can say is time to head back home and let's get some brandy mashed in.
Yeah, that good.
Yes, sir.
Let's beat these in. Come on, baby. Peach brandy time. Grace the juice. What makes peach brandy so expensive? All done by hand, baby. It's the way we did it all the time. Hundreds of bushels of it. Didn't have any damn electricity.
Once this mash is worked off, we'll strain the pits out, put the mash over in the pots, and then it's brandy time. All right.
Hey, Josh, turn it off.
Come on, do your job. Come on, boss, you're in charge.
It's off.
You remind me of a kid sitting in detention. Every time somebody walks by the window, he's like, hey.
Hey, Tickle, push that sugar down there.
Yes, sir, boss, yes, sir. Yes, sir, boss, yes, sir.
I may not be able to go down into the still site, but I can still pick up fruit, I can still bootleg, I can still drive. I'm still Josh Owens. My legs just ain't working like they're supposed to right now.
I'm ready for sugar.
Sugar? Now that right there, that's the life of your moonshine. That's the food in your moonshine. Then we've got to add the most important ingredient, yeast.
Had to throw a little bit of yeast to this, baby.
You gotta talk to it, ain't you?
You gotta do magic right here, son. Do magic.
Yeast eats these sugars right up, and a byproduct of that is alcohol.
Babe, you're looking good.
Oh, yeah, she's looking real good. Oh, in there.
I'm not exactly up to 100% of speed. It ain't like I could just throw some grains on my shoulders and take off across a mountainside and freaking fill the still up with grains. I'm very limited to the things I can actually do. But the fact that I'm back in the woods, being back with my friends, still being alive, there's so many things that I have to be grateful for.
Cover this baby over?
Yes, sir. Let's cover her up.
We got this thing smashed in, and it turned out real well. See how pretty boy's in up here. We got about a week before it works off.
Oh, we good, we good. Y'all better be glad y'all got me here. I don't know what y'all do without me.
Hey.
No way.
Oh, she's in gear. You want me to get on the ride around?
All right, I got.
Come on, are you sure? Now, don't remember what up. Don't forget that.
Well, now that we got this four-wheeler, we've been working on it. We put some new plugs in it, and it fired right up. Now we got something we can get to the still site and back and forth with. That's gonna be amazing. Josh is back.
I hear you, big dog.
Hey, we need to...
Well, I'll tell you what, fellas, you know, with these good peaches we got and that spring water, we ought to have something good.
I cannot wait. Today is the day. We're all headed down to the steel site. I'm dying to see what this brandy's gonna turn out like.
My dog, we gonna get it out of there and tear it up on.
You know what, like that thing's heavy.
It is heavy.
It's even heavier when you got your ass in it. There we go.
Now we're in. Like Flynn.
All right, Josh, now I want you to grab his tank and tote it over down there.
Okay.
Let's watch it slide off.
Whoa. Just kidding. All right, now you be careful.
Everybody's worrying about me. Everybody's like, Josh, we don't want you to fall. We don't want you to get hurt. If I break my right leg again, I'm probably gonna have it amputated. But in my eyes, well, if they go ahead and cut the son of a bitch off, I ain't gotta worry about breaking it again. I can't sit still anymore.
But what we've got now is we've got two steels sitting back to back. We're gonna run them on one gigantic burner, heat them right at one time. Both caps, they're gonna go over into one doubler, and then they're gonna go right over into one condenser. This right here is a monstrosity of a steel slate if I've ever seen one.
Hell, get back, Jack.
All right, I got the gas wide open, Josh.
Yeah, right.
I got it wide open. You're gonna set the damn woods on fire.
It's only burned about that far, though.
You gotta give it a second.
There she goes.
There you go.
Hi, Dad.
Look at her rolling. That is beautiful.
Burn all the way back to draw.
That is beautiful. Damn straight.
After all this broken bones and all the hell I've been through the very first run on Moonshine, today's an awesome day. We're gonna have some badass moonshine. Back in action.
Back in action.
That is a 9-foot-long burner I have never in my life.
Yeah, she's steaming down in the now.
What's it looking like, Josh?
Damn, that looks good. Looking like about, what, about 105, something like that?
Dead on the nose.
Yeah.
Man, it smells good.
Oh!
That it?
Well, I'll make a hair stand up on the back of your neck right there. That's good. This brandy came out amazing. Damn almighty. I was really worried about it there at first when the dang worms started heating up, but we got that taken care of. And guess what? My crippled ass is making moonshine and back in action.
We should be able to sell this peach brandy for somewhere around $110 a gallon, which will be about $5,500. We've got big hopes for this season.
We are done.
In Haywood County, North Carolina, facing threats from a local shine boss, reluctant partners Richard, Jerry, and Mike must pitch in to make an extortion payment to keep selling shine in the lucrative market of Maggie Valley.
You know, we just paid up $700 to Robert's henchman just to find out that the rent's doubled. But what this guy don't know, he ain't getting paid.
We screwed though, Mike. If we don't do this, we poking a bear.
Robert's kind of like the godfather of this valley. I mean, he could have this shut down in no time.
Wake up, Jerry. This dude is sitting back, robbing us for down money. We obeyed this guy. We showed him respect, did we not?
Yeah,
we did.
I think so.
It's enough. It's damn enough. We all in agreement not to pay up this time? We're good? All right. Get the hell out of here and go make some liquor. We're gonna stay under the radar and do what we got to do. So we're headed back to the woods right now. We're gonna run this liquor at nighttime and hope and pray tell nothing else happens.
Tell you what, we're gonna have to watch ourselves all night tonight.
Oh, I know it.
We decided we wasn't gonna pay Robert his second payment. So now here we are, we're sneaking around in the dark, behind his back. The last thing we want is for Robert and any of his people to find out we run liquor.
We'll make a quick run with the multi-grain, won't we?
Boy, that smells different.
That's rye, baby. Rye whiskey.
Ooh, that's
right
just
there.
like you like it. Pepper.
Oh my God.
My favorite. We got mashed in oat bran, wheat, rye, and corn to make a multi-grain whiskey that'll sell good and put money in our pocket. It all drink.
It all tasting good?
It all tastes good. Ready for it?
I'm ready for it. Let's pump some rye over here.
You know, with this new still we got, it's kind of exciting to find out what it can do with the grains. You know, we got multi-grains, we got multi-chambers, and I'm ready to see what this puppy can do.
There she flies.
Shh, listen.
You hear something?
I thought I heard a damn stick crack. I tell you what, guys, we need to kind of keep everything on a low tone.
Now y'all making me nervous.
Well, we just gotta keep our voice down so we can hear.
You know, I'm gonna take this lantern and walk up through here to make sure there ain't nobody been snooping around.
If you hear something, you holler.
You know, we are paranoid tonight because you never know. You know, when it comes to money, a man will do just about anything to get his money.
That's Mike, man.
Howdy, boys.
How'd it look?
For that, hey, I ain't see a sign of nothing. Nobody.
I feel like I got eyes on me.
You know, by choosing not to pay Robert, you know, we're pretty much taking a damn big risk here. He could come after us at any given time, so we're pretty nervous about it, being out here by ourselves tonight. There we go. We got liquor. Now all we can do is really sit and watch and wait, look over our shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all ready to pitch these heads?
Yep.
All right, man.
That's the
Right
drinkable
there.
stuff right there.
Yeah. Nice. You can taste every damn grain that's in that jar in there, buddy. It's tasting great now. You can actually taste everything without one overpowering the other. The rye's still there the way I like it, that nice little spicy bite. I'm liking it. Jerry and Richard seems to like it. We're just gonna stick with this and get this out of the woods.
I'm gonna tell you what, man, that's almost like the perfect blend. We couldn't have made that no better.
This is just a wonderful drink.
You know what the best part of that jar right there is? The money we get out of it ain't going nowhere but in our pockets.
Exactly right. It damn sure ain't going to Robert, is it?
I'll drink to that.
I know we got a lot of daggone manuals to replace.
Yeah, bunch of them. That's a lot of work trying to run at nighttime.
I'm telling you, I'm getting too old for it. I tell you what, me and Jerry and Richard, we're pretty exhausted. Been running of a nighttime, and we decided a few days ago that we are done paying Robert, done paying this henchman, because we keep paying up like this. There's no use in us even running alcohol. So it's done, it's over.
Who is this? The hell is that?
Hell, I don't know.
Come on, you can't
Go up
come
there
in
and
here.
meet him.
Oh, man.
Oh. What can we do for you?
I just want to stop in and see how y'all's doing this morning.
Well, we're doing fine.
Remind y'all, maybe y'all forgot, y'all are late on that payment. If you don't make the payment, your little organization will be shut down.
Who says?
Well, this is what I gotten from Robert. So, make the payment or pay the consequences.
I tell you what, we made our decision. We ain't missed no payment because we ain't paying no more payments.
Matter of fact, we'll just let him know. We'll give him a call ourselves and
Yeah.
let him know that we're not making no more
Now, you don't want
payments.
to do that.
Why's that?
Because it might make your situation a little worse than what it is.
If he really needs us, and he come see us.
Yeah.
And you have a nice day.
Who the hell does he think he is coming to right here to the damn shop?
I don't know, but it's over. We done respected this old man, done what he said for us to do. We done paid this fool one time. We ain't paid him no more. And Robert can kiss if he's wanting some money.
I'd like to be able to talk to some of these other moonshiners in the valley and find out if he's charging them or not.
No, we're going to see the mouth right now. We're going to see him. Don't leave a question unturned. Say, hey, who else are you charging like this? Because you fix to get it took out of your ass is what's fixing to happen to you.
Oh, we can't talk to him like that, Mike.
The hell, why can't? This one can, and I will if he's taking money out of our pockets. It's going to end right now in a few minutes, one way or another. Me and Jerry and Richard, we're just going to go knock on his door and see what he has to say about it. Here we are. Somebody's coming to the door.
Hey, wasn't expecting any of you here.
Well, we got something to talk with you about.
Well, come on in.
We're a little confused of what's going on.
Yeah, because you told us to get along and keep the peace in this town, and that's exactly what we've done. Then all of a sudden, you're sending a man to collect money every week from us just to be here?
Now, hold on. I don't know what you're talking about. I have sent nobody. And don't start pointing your finger at me.
Oh, my God.
You mean this guy's been swindling us? This guy said...
It looks to me like he has been swindling you, but he's not my guy.
I can't believe we just fell for this crap.
Well, the next time you run into him, how about bringing him here to see me?
How about we do that?
Well, I'm truly sorry. I apologize.
Don't worry about that.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
We got hooked.
Line and sinker.
All gone.
You know, now that we got this henchman off our back, we back in, Mr. Robert's good graces and we can trust him. Maybe we can start off the rest of this season, make some money, put some money in our pocket. It's time to go to work. Well, if we just keep the damn law off of us, we'll be in good shape.
In Culpeper County, Virginia, after traveling to New York City to conduct hands-on research into a historic American liquor, Tim and Howard set a course to create Geneva, a juniper-infused spirit favored by America's most intoxicated president, Martin Van Buren.
Heaven's gates right there, Tim. I do enjoy being blessed to be having the opportunity to go to New York, but there's nothing like these daggone Virginia mountains, these backwoods.
Yeah. Geneva, it's a mix between, whiskey and gin. Very popular in the Dutch-American colonies. You know what we gotta do now? We gotta make Tim Smith Geneva. I think it could appeal to a lot of people. This could be a big seller for me. Geneva has more of a grain-based mash in it. It's 3 times distilled. All right, so we got 3 buckets, we need 3 grains. And at the end, the last distillation, we're just adding juniper berries to it, which is giving you a gin flavor. You get the best parts of the gin and the best parts of the whiskey all in one. The small silo has got the rye in it.
Small silo's rye?
Yeah. We gotta get that now. The original Geneva from Holland was 2/3 rye, 1/3 is a malted barley. Juniper is added later. All right, that's 1/3 of rye. And we gotta find some malted barley. We got some malted barley in here. You gotta go over in there. As Geneva came over to the U.S., and they started trying to replicate what they was making in Europe.
My feet are full of grain. Listen, if we need more, I got some in my shoe.
Then they learned and found that corn was more the grain that's being produced here for alcohol. This one's got the corn in it. And as time went on, they started using corn. I need 1/3 of corn. That's good.
Holy moly.
So I think for us to recreate this, we need to add some corn to it also. Stop playing around, man. The recipe that we came up to make our own version of Geneva, pretty simple. You know, we're just gonna grind up some corn. Instead of having 2/3 rye, we'll have 1/3 rye, 1/3 corn, and 1/3 of malted barley. Don't let it clump up. And...
No, I'm not. That's why I'm adding it slowly. God almighty, it's like baking a cake, man. This is a monster mash right here. And we ain't even throwing the sugar or yeast to it.
Well, we're not gonna put no yeast. See, that malted barley is some enzymes. That's gonna help it get started. You know, back in the day, they couldn't just go to the store and buy yeast. That's the sprouted malted barley. Yeah. We still got yeast on the grains now. Malted barley also has enzymes in it to break down the sugars and get the yeast, and then it starts fermenting on its own.
So you think we should do this almost all natural? Just let the grains themselves influence the mash?
Yeah. We're not gonna cook it. We're not gonna add no yeast to it. We're just gonna put it in cold water and let the magic happen. Hopefully we're gonna come close to the flavor that Martin Van Buren was drinking. I think we're good, man.
I think we are, buddy.
Oh, what you doing, man?
Down here checking on this mash. Oh, it's working.
Yeah, it's working already.
And that's all without yeast.
This is a natural yeast. It's bubbling, it's working, it's running, just like you had put a pound of yeast in it. That's incredible right there.
If you're happy with that, Tim, I'm proud to knock your socks off.
Uh-oh, what happened now?
I think you'll be thoroughly surprised at the berries I've got us, baby. Juniper berries. I found a tree that had plenty of berries. I pulled out my jar, look, Tim. Look what I got for you, buddy. Look at that. That's a jar full. That's all you said you needed. You think that's gonna work, ain't it?
Well.
You know, you expect some type of reaction there, right? You know, a little, good job, Howard. Instead, I see his face drop.
They can't be green, but it ain't ripe yet. You ain't got nothing blue in here. You gotta have blue Juniper.
So all my activities were in vain.
I'll give you an A for effort, I guess. The Juniper burrs, they green as grass. You know, it's bitter, it's sour. It's kind of like having a green tomato versus a ripe red tomato. I don't know what kind of taste it would come out, but I know it's not what we want. But it's okay. I got a sauce.
Okay, but does he got junipers like this?
Well, no, he has the ripe ones. You know, while Howard was out catting around all night and getting the juniper that we cannot use, I made some phone calls myself. And I found out that there is someone in North Carolina that has what we need. I think we ought to just get on the road and go get them juniper.
I'll leave my jar right here just to hold the fort down, I reckon.
Yeah. You might as well just let me stick to getting juniper berries, because, you know, at least I can tell the ripe ones and the green ones.
How do you even know this lady, Tim?
I called some people, and this lady, she says, well, I got this farm down here. And, I mean, we're just getting these juniper berries off a cedar tree. We need juniper berries. That's the most important thing. We've got to have juniper. If not, we're just making a moonshine or rye whiskey or something. She don't even live here, but she said, just go on down there and get what you need. It ain't like we picking tomatoes out the garden, you know.
And she don't live here?
Well, she said she wouldn't be here, so.
Oh.
You know, she said to just keep going until we saw the farm animals, so I ain't seen no farm animals yet. Oh, that is some farm animals.
I see farm animals, Tim, right there.
You see farm animals?
We got goats and chickens.
Now, are those sheep or those goats?
Well, I think there's some sheep laying down, son. I speak sheep. Told you.
I think one of them out there looks like you, Howard.
He said, what's up?
Y'all know any juniper berries down here?
Exactly, we're looking for juniper berries. This man gets it. No one around here knows more about this land than these sheep and goats, because they're out here grazing everywhere. Juniper berries, talk to me.
What'd he say?
They said stick to the fence line and you'll find your promised land.
All I know is get through there before they come.
Oh, you better. They're going to take us to the berries, brother. Let them loose. Set them sheep free. Yeah, sheepies, yeah. I'm like a shepherd.
Yeah, you shepherd, all right. All of them coming out here like
Come on, my peoples.
All right, Tim. Don't know if they're gonna lead us to the berries themselves, but... We gotta go over here next to the edge somewhere. There's no trees in the middle of the field. We gotta find cedar trees. These cedar trees, they are planted by birds. Birds eat these juniper berries, and they sit on a fence line or even a power line. He poops out the seed, it grows. This is where you find cedar trees on a fence line, a fence row, all along the highway, wherever there is a power line. We got berries for days, baby. You'll have to get the prime, premium juniper berry. Tim, I'm gonna show you how to do this. You come in here like so. You shake the berries off the tree. You know what I mean? Now, some of these are not as mature as others. That's the one you gotta get. Can't just rake off all the green ones and think it's gonna taste okay. You just gotta be selective. We're a little bit early on picking them, and that's why you got some green, some blue. We gotta be picking the blue ones. One at a time. This whole thing, we got one right there. I didn't realize how patient you had to be with juniper berries. I mean, think about it, back in the 1600s when they was doing this, what else they have to do? There's 6 top shelf premium juniper berries. We're doing something special. We're recreating something that the Dutch came over in the 1600s, and we want to do it right. We want to do it special. Yes, we're going to put our twist on it, but the juniper berries, we're not going to twist this up. I don't want them to drink no sour Geneva. Ooh, I hit the muddle over there. We need to get back to the farm right now, figure out what kind of steel we're going to use and how we're going to set it up. Got enough berries between the both of us that we can go and pack up shop.
Former foes Richard and Jerry are hitting the local farmers market in search of low-cost, overripe fruit to turn into high-priced liquor.
Let's see what these guys have got. Make them sugar babies look good.
Sugar babies.
This is the biggest farmers market in the region, and I've been coming here my entire life. We used to sell grapes here when I was a kid. And I know these guys have got like big boxes and bins that they throw their old stuff in. You know, the melons and the fruit that don't look so good, it's all mushy and kind of nasty looking, and the juices are flowing out of them. That most people wouldn't eat. That's the best stuff to make alcohol out of.
Now, you know about them watermelons. Y'all do damn good with the watermelons.
Yeah, but I don't think I know as much as this guy here. What's going on, buddy?
What's going on, man?
You all right?
Yes, sir.
So what kind of watermelons you got here?
So these are going to be your sangrias. They're going to be
Sangria?
Yeah, seeded.
That's like a good drink, don't it?
Yeah.
Where'd these come from?
These are Eastern North Carolina.
Wow, so they're pretty local.
We got a farmer that, you know, gets the seeds and they plant them for us.
Oh my God, wow.
Man.
Look at the juice in that thing. These things are just absolutely amazing. The sugars and the juices they have in them. If we get our hands on a bunch of these right here, man, we can make some great liquor out of these. What do you do with these melons and stuff when they go bad? I mean, get a man take a look at something like that?
I don't know, man. I'll have to ask my dad, to be honest with you.
Yeah? Maybe get your dad and see if he'll let us take a look at it. Let's take a look at it.
I'll ask him.
Yeah, I know they're not selling all of these melons.
No, they can't sell every melon that comes off the trucks. They just ain't no way. How you doing?
Hey, good, yourself?
Doing pretty good. So let me ask you a question. What do you do with your watermelons when they go bad?
We just usually just stack them up in the back.
I mean, do you sell that kind of stuff, or?
I mean, I guess. That'd be fun.
I mean, at least take a look at it, see if it's something we might could use. You know, these are just too good for what we're needing.
Too pretty?
They're too pretty and too good.
pretty.
Let's just see what you got.
All right.
If fruit's gonna sell, it's gotta look good. It's gotta be appetizing. It can't be all mushy. Nobody wants to eat that. This gives us a chance to walk in and capitalize.
This is it.
Oh, wow, look at that.
So we have...
Man, we know it's ripe.
Yeah, it's very ripe.
Got the gnats and everything on it.
Yep, there we have the sangrias here. We got the yellow meat watermelon. We got the seedless sugar baby. We got the jumbo cantaloupes.
This is exactly what we need. It's got a real good sugar content at this point in its life right now. Now tell me, how can we get some of this?
Usually a hog farmer comes up here and they take them, and in return, we get some meat.
Bacon and
sausage, and you know, we gotta stay healthy, you know.
Well, I mean, kind of the whole trading, bartering system. I mean, that's been a big thing for hundreds of years, you know. And I like that. I mean, it helps everybody, not just you're not helping somebody else, but they're in turn helping you as well.
Correct. You have hogs or cows?
Not exactly, but we'll just say we like for them to ferment over time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
Now we're understanding.
Yeah. So I'll tell you what we can do. We can be hog farmers to save for the day, and we'll bring you a few jars of some tasty stuff to go with that bacon and sausage.
We'll make sure y'all get some good meat.
Okay. Now we're talking. That'll work.
Tell you what, this is a big score for me and Richard. We didn't pay nothing out of pocket for this, other than a little bit of time, a little bit of gas getting over here. After spending the money we did on the blueberries and the lemons for our blueberry lemonade, these melons couldn't have come at a better time. We actually got to get some money in our pockets. Richard got a hell of a debt to pay, and me and Mike, we still trying to recover from last year not making any money. We're ready to get in the woods and make some multi-melon moonshine. Man, we scored big time on this, didn't we?
It was a good fall, but it ain't working the way we need it to be working. We gotta get alcohol in the pot if we're ever gonna run it. At least that split is just right where you can get the mash in each chamber and pour it without ever hitting other ones.
I tell you what, we all have our different concepts and ideas about things. You can see behind me, Mike's, he's an impatient person, but he's shooting for the money.
You ready to cap?
Yeah, we can set the cap on it, get this bad boy fired up. I'm in a hurry. I want to get some alcohol coming off the spout.
Well, you not go ahead and steal my rag?
It's in your pocket.
Oh, I guess it looks like I'm the one in a big hurry.
We ready to light her up.
Smell the hair, boy. That one got you.
I'm not out here for my daggum health. I'm here to make a living. You know what? We may do things different ways, all three of us, but we got the same goal at heart, making money and running this alcohol, don't we?
Absolutely.
Got to get this melon shine run. We got to get it sold. I mean, I have no time to spare. Man, Jigger.
He's wanting his money, ain't he?
You know.
He better start padding his pocket.
Well, as soon as that thing start padding, I'm going to start padding his pocket.
We're doing all we can do right now, brother.
Yeah, well.
You paid him anything yet?
He don't take pocket lint, but he's been looking at this chain real funny lately.
Yeah.
I ain't had the money to pay him. I got to put food on the table, you know. Otherwise, I'm going to starve to death. I can't pay him first and not eat.
That's your priority, though, to pay your debts are your priority.
I told that to my stomach, and they kind of disagreed. I'm going to pay that. I'm going to pay him off. I had to eat, too.
Well, you better go to eating that sardines and paying him the rest.
Hey, man, you know some fried bologna? I found out about that fried bologna around here.
Good, ain't it?
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Good eating?
Yeah, Jerry took me on down to this lady, down over there by that gas station. Fried bologna, boy.
Makes a good one now.
What?
Heck yeah.
Fried bologna and bacon with egg and cheese sandwich.
That's a milk.
Tell you what, guys, all jokes aside, as soon as this stuff starts running off, we get it collected.
We need to get it sold. Right now.
Right
You've been there, you know what he's all about.
Oh, yeah.
You about know what them phone calls like.
Yeah.
I looked at my phone, I said, oh, man, Digger. My heart like to drop. Had to take it like a man, though.
Oh, yeah.
Digger make you feel bad real quick. Man, I don't even like looking at my phone no more. Every time my phone rings, I think it's Digger calling me for some money.
I'd say we'll try to get this stuff sold today. Everything should go good. I think we can afford to start calling some folks. So
I'll tell you what, I know I've got a list. Richard's got a list too.
And my buddy Kevin, he's in town. I'll give him a shout. I'm sure he's up to buying something. We're all three trying to make calls and texting people to see who can potentially want this alcohol. Whoever comes up first, I guess. Boys, we've got liquor right here.
It's all right there. We get these heads pitched off, we'll taste it.
Oh, yeah, I'll pitch them heads.
Hurry, hurry, we're losing alcohol. We'll wait on my guy. He'll wait on his guy.
I feel like I'm on the stock market floor making a deal.
I'm telling you. Well, we gotta do what we gotta do. Running some good liquor now.
Tell you what, I'm about ready for a taste of that. Here's a moment of truth.
What's she taste like?
Tastes melony.
Melony?
I like the way that turned out. This liquor's top shelf. There's no doubt in my mind that we're not gonna have any trouble getting rid of it. You really get that cantaloupe on the front side, as it kind of starts to dry, you get that watermelon taste, and it's got real high.
You can taste that cantaloupe up front and a good finish of all your other blends of melons together. Go get it out of the woods, go temper it down to 100 proof good drinking, and hope and pray tell we get some customers to buy up.
In Cocke County, Tennessee, Mark and Digger begin their path to domination of the Tennessee illegal liquor trade by hiring expert distiller Joe Jackson and new recruit Jeff to produce a prize-winning Pear Brandy.
Joe and Jeff ain't been sitting around on their hind ends. They've been working strong. The still side's cleaned up, stills are set up, and they're already shucking corn.
I see you guys brought us some of your fine sundries out here.
Well, we didn't find nothing to make a sundae with, but we got you some Bosch pears.
Oh, man.
Well, that's what you told us to get.
Just like I asked.
We looked at DeWalt's, but we got these.
High sugar.
You know, I don't know why they call them pears. They should be called singles, shouldn't they?
Exactly.
So what our plan here is, we have to grind everything up. The corn with the cobs and these pears. What that's gonna allow us to do is to access all of those fermentable sugars inside of these ingredients so that we get the maximum yield out of that mash. So I'm hoping we're gonna get a lot of liquor out of this. Give it a good chuck. There you go.
That's how she makes butter. This Pear Mountain Brandy using fresh sweet corn, that's something nobody's run, not even Joe. So at the end of the day, this new territory for everybody. I just hope it turns out well and we can get a market for it.
That'd be good just to put in the pie crust.
That's some hot water, baby.
When my grandmother used to churn butter.
I got the hot water here.
Lay it to it.
Spicy.
Well, I got you. You're strong mind. What am I?
Get a sniff of that.
Oh, my.
Man.
Oh. It's like Christmas in the Smokies, ain't it?
Hattie boy, I believe we put another arrow in the quiver at this point.
I'll tell you something. I believe I just cheated on Big Sal.
That means I get a bigger cut, right?
No, so cutting means the same.
That means we get a
And
bigger
here,
cut.
let me go ahead and lay this out here for you. There are no company cars, and you pay your own taxes.
If I was a yeast, God, this is where I'd want to be.
We've stuck around. We saw this first barrel of mash get built. I think it's going to be just fine. All it needs now is to kick off and get to working. So me and Mark are going to head out, and it's up to these boys here to build the rest of this mash.
Well, guys, we got 5 more barrels.
You listen to Joe. He'll get you tuned in right, brother.
See you guys.
I'm not going anywhere until this is done.
Yes, sir. If you need anything, holler.
Well, Mark and Digger's not going to be with us today on our first run. I'm hoping we can knock this one out of the park. They've let me and Joe make our own recipe for the first run. So if we're successful with pears and my sweet corn, I think we won't have any problem out of Mark and Digger from here on out. But if we mess this first run up, I'm going to be out of a job.
Oh, man,
Oh,
that
look
is
at that.
pretty.
Oh, that's good.
There's
That is real
definitely
good.
some alcohol in that. Man, check this out. This guy's already getting drunk on our stash.
We just opened it up there and he's already in there.
Let's get this mash pumped over in there and then we'll get the burner kicked on.
I'm ready.
Let's do it, brother. Jeff's never run liquor a day in his life. This is a new experience for him. He's gonna run a 300-gallon still for his first run of liquor. So he's gonna have to really be on his game for us to accomplish this run.
Ready, Joe?
All right, Mr. Jeff, hit that electricity.
There we go.
Once we get this mash in the still and get that fire lit, there ain't no coming back.
I'm ready.
That is some good looking mash going in there. I'm passionate about making liquor, but there's a lot of risk involved in that for me. I've never ran an operation like this, but I feel confident that I have the leadership skills to help Jeff along in this journey and really make a difference and an impact on Mark and Digger's operation. All right, Mr. Jeff,
Yes,
we
sir.
got our wand inserted. We got everything hooked up all the way to the tank.
Okay. Is the tank a little close?
No, it's fine. Let's kick the tires and light the fires.
Tell me when.
All righty, sir. I'm hitting it with the gas. You ready?
I am ready.
Woo! We got to build a furnace around this puppy so we don't start losing heat.
Let me ask you something, Joe. Why are you out here taking a risk on something illegal?
I want to use this to set up my own distillery. I don't have all of the money and all of the, permits to make this happen right now. This is my stepping stone, man.
Both of us is going through 2 walks of life, but we're going to the same outcome.
That's it, man. I mean, common goals, right?
Yep. Everybody in my family's always worked up to the day they died. I don't want that for myself. I'm wanting to up my income, have that money set aside where I can retire and enjoy a little bit of life.
See how it's sticking? And it's gonna form a natural barrier so that those vapors can escape. And what these will do is protect our joint from having a leak like that.
Yeah, I can feel that pressure coming
Yeah, you
through.
feel that pressure coming out? Woo! It is getting hot. We're hot all the way. Oh!
Oh, we got liquor. We got liquor. We got liquor.
We did it, brother. We
got liquor. When can we
Man.
start the drinking process? I've avoided making liquor for the last 40, 50 years. But I'll tell you what, I've been bit by the bug. It's hard work, but it's fun to do. And I hope that when we get this finished product, it'll all be worth it.
You get the first taste, brother. Give it a sip. Just a sip.
If that don't make you see Bigfoot, nothing will. That is good. Oh, that's good.
Jeff, it is lights out. This pear and sweet corn has come together so well. I can't wait to just give that money jar to Mark and Digger and see their faces. You have graduated the High and Angry School of Liquorology, and we are ready to run, baby.
What's up, guys?
Mark and Digger really know how to play the game. They've got top-notch standards. What they sell, their customers expect the best, and I hope this will measure up.
I expect something to come out of that pack right there that's really good.
This is the fruits of our labor, gentlemen.
I hope you're satisfied.
Woo! I'm telling you, Pud. It's either really good or they didn't make a lot
Yeah, I
of
was
it.
gonna say that's a little disheartening that today's a little bit missing out of that jar. I hope it went to taste, and I hope y'all know how to fill a jar up.
It's good liquor, guys.
It's got a nice nose on it.
It does. Well, it couldn't help but be sweet. I mean, the sweetness from the pears.
That's awful good.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you so much.
Oh, that means a lot to us right there.
Good job, Jeff. I'm proud of your damn learning experience.
Thank you. I was really scared.
You know, if we keep production up to where it's at right now, the standards stay high, I mean, we're gonna have a hell of a nest egg before we know it.
Good job, Joe.
30 miles north of Cocke County, Tennessee, at Mark and Digger's behest, Amanda and Kelly are hunting down ingredients for a century-old apple brandy recipe with mass appeal.
We want to set the world on fire with the next new apple brandy. We want something different, something that sets it apart from the crowd.
But to make it, they must track down an elusive apple used by a notorious East Tennessee moonshiner known as Big Haley.
We're on a mission right now to resurrect Big Haley's apple brandy recipe. People are still talking about her apple brandy 125 years later. We're basically on a hunt now in this whole area for small, ugly apples with little black spots that taste really good. I'm really hoping that some of these apple trees are still standing. We need the specific apples that Big Haley would have used in her lifetime to recreate her apple brandy recipe properly.
I think I see what we're looking for.
Yeah, slow down, I want to check this out. Is those fruit trees?
I think so.
So we finally spotted an old abandoned apple orchard, and there's all different types of trees. So fingers crossed that there's some of Big Haley's apples still out there.
Well, it's overgrown.
There's some apples right there. Remember, they're not supposed to be pretty. I'm pretty excited because we found a bunch of apples growing, and literally it's right below the ridge, a couple miles from Mahala's cabin.
My gosh, there's all kinds of them on the ground.
I can feel, yeah, I'm stepping on them.
I mean, there's hundreds on the ground.
This could be the exact apples that we're looking for.
That's an ugly apple I've ever seen.
Yeah, I think it's perfectly ugly, right? I mean, it's even got the black spots that she described and the yellow.
It's a pitiful apple, I'll say that for it.
These apples are spot on. They are exactly how Joanna described them to us. All that's left now is how they taste.
Damn.
Really freaking good.
That might be the best tasting apple I've ever had a bite of.
I didn't expect that to be so good. It looks like a crab apple, but it tastes like a baking apple.
It's got a lot of sugar in it. It's so sweet. Big Haley apples?
I think these are. I really do.
We may have found the last of Big Haley's apple trees that exist, so this is a good find today.
The process here to make this apple brandy is probably one of the simplest that we've ever done. We're literally just using water and apples to make an apple brandy. Kelly, have you ever used wild yeast before to make a mash?
No.
Never?
Nope. I use some kind of bread yeast because it's readily available and easy.
Back in the day, they wouldn't have had access to anything. They would have just had apples, wild yeast, and water. So we're gonna do everything exactly how Haley would have done it and see how it turns out. Yeah, I just wanna heat up a little bit of water. Get this like lukewarm 90 degrees or so, like body temperature.
Body temperature?
Yeah, I mean, this is try to like wake that yeast up a little bit that's on the apples. Wild yeasts live naturally in the environment, in the air, and it's kind of all over the place. So the idea is to make sort of a wild yeast starter by crushing up some of the really soft apples. These really soft apples probably have more yeast present on them because the yeast is consuming those apples and regenerating more yeast bodies.
I'm not touching it. I'm gonna let you be in charge. That way if something goes wrong.
Kelly, you're slacking. Look at these big pieces in here.
Speed up, slow down, mash it harder.
This is a really long process to make apple brandy. Haley had about 14 kids or so I'm sure she put them to work when she was crushing up all these apples.
Is there a reason that we have to shred them?
I mean, them being shredded helps us get all those sugars out of them because we're not really cooking the apples. Doing a cool mash-in will definitely benefit our flavor. In cooking the apples, you let off a lot of the aroma and the flavor that the apples have in them.
It's building up. It's hot to right here now, so we're gonna have liquor before long.
This has to be something that we can get a little extra bang for the buck with because that's the only reason they even want to get into the market is if they can sell a high-end apple brandy. I really, really hope that Big Haley's gonna look over us, give us her blessing, and let us make some good apple brandy. Gonna be running soon. I've brought Kelly on a wild goose chase. I've had Mark and Digger waiting all of this time. I've really talked this recipe up, and if I don't come through, they're gonna be pretty salty with me.
Nope, there it comes.
We've got liquor.
I'm gonna dial the flame way down because we want this to run slow, don't we?
Yeah, turn it down a little bit. Kelly, we're gonna dump out a lot more heads on this run than we normally would with like the standard run-of-the-mill corn liquor. The fructose conversion plus that wild yeast is gonna make way more acetone. When I make apple brandy, we tend to produce more acetaldehydes, which are the heads. Oh my God. We killed it. That is freaking amazing, right?
Totally amazing.
I'm drinking some more of those.
I'm calling them the head guys and telling them they need to come up here.
You think they'll come up here and try it right now?
You know they're dying to know what this is.
I'd love to hear what they think about it. Kelly and I both agree that we freaking nailed it.
You're gonna want to come and see me and Amanda.
I can't wait to see their faces when they taste this.
Well, now we know how to bait you in when we want something.
You want us in the middle of a run, there's something usually bad wrong.
Or something really good.
Show them, Amanda.
Well, this is what I've been waiting for.
I see a hint of happiness on your pretty little face, Amanda.
You picked up on that, huh?
I did.
Well, there's a gnat in there. That's a good sign.
That's a damn good sign.
Damn gnat don't want you liquor. Ain't no man going to, is he?
You wouldn't want to.
I'm telling you, that's a sweet jar right there.
It's starting to pick up a lot of apple in that one.
It's got a fine nose on it.
Well, it gets down in the tails and we get her mixed together. You think it's good now?
It's got way more apple flavor than regular apple brandy.
Yeah, it's almost like it's got some of that syrup out of them canned apples on it. It's that good.
This is outstanding liquor. And this is going to be the only run of it because there's no more of the apples. And with no sugar, it is very limited in the quantity that it makes. That's apple, Hell West, and Crooked, ain't it? This is a top shelf brandy, and it's going to bring a top shelf price.
I'm going to sit over and watch a little more of this
I'm
get
gonna
run.
look at the steel.
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to tell you something, Amanda.
I mean,
Right down in the right yonder, you'll be laying over in them damn weeds.
we still got a little work to do, so I haven't really tapped in too far into that yet, but I was pretty impressed with how that come off the still just so smooth, like, couldn't believe it.
I believe you're on to something.
We're still running good.
You know, usually, Puss, we ain't one just sit around and drink a damn jar of liquor like that.
No, we're usually over there humping it out.
We won't get off this damn mountain if we get much deeper in it.
Yeah, we've been stuck on a mountain before. It ain't gonna be like
If we,
We'll cover you in Zap. We've got a tarp.
Let me have that again. Damn. Hey, Big Haley. Thank you, sweetie.
I knew she was here the whole time. I guess you just got to drink enough of the brandy to be able to actually see her.
You know, just because of the fact that I am a moonshiner, there was a huge target on my back. Every time somebody looks my name up, first thing that comes up, it's a mugshot. I want to change that and get home distilling legal. And that's something that can carry on for future generations. My great-great-great-grandchildren will have something to be proud of. So right now, I have made it to Charleston, West Virginia, the capital, to go see Delegate Doug Smith. He's trying to put forth a home distillation bill. I really think Doug can be the guy to give me the information and the ammunition that I need to go right across the border in my home state of Virginia and get home distillation legal there.
Is that everything out of your pockets?
Yeah, I believe that's about everything. I mean, I've got a belt on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just turn around for me so I can
All
check
right.
the weapons.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, sir.
All right.
Get your cash.
Well, you know, I thought it might come in handy. I am here to see a politician, you know.
Perfect.
I mean, a lot of cash. It usually comes in handy, I mean, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm new to this. I don't know how it works. Hopefully, I leave with it in my pocket.
You go.
All right. If you asked me 10 years ago, do you see yourself in a Capitol building trying to get a home distillation bill passed, I'd have told you the only way I see myself in a Capitol building was for a capital offense. Boy, I tell you what, this sure does look like an official building. I must actually really be in the Capitol. I'll have to say I've never been in a building quite like this before. I've been in plenty of courtrooms and plenty of courthouses that look like pretty stately buildings, but this has got them all topped. You know, for me, this bill goes beyond just moonshine in itself. It's almost a heritage and legacy bill. What I'm hoping is if somebody else doesn't feel scared to try to make moonshine, that can pass this heritage on for generations and generations to come. Who knows, I may be the guy that goes down in history books as saying, you know what? Tickle got this legal. It was him. Without him, none of this would be here. Maybe, who knows, 200 years from now, maybe the moonshine heritage is just huge in the community and huge in the world. And I could be the guy that really kicked that off. Wow. Well, I'll tell you what, I've been in all kinds of buildings in my life, but this one about tops everything I've been in. It's hard to say even how high that is up there. Wow. Hey, where's Doug Smith? I wonder if he's related to Tim. Never seen nothing like this. I've never been in a building like this, but you can definitely tell. This is where the laws of this land are made.
Mr. Tickle.
How you doing, Mr. Smith?
Yes, sir. I'm so glad you reached out to me talking about a moonshine bill.
Well, let me start off, tell you a little bit about myself. I'm actually a moonshiner. I just think it's a shame that, you know, in my line of work, we've really got to hide in the woods and really be hunted down, you know. And I read about what you're doing here in West Virginia with your bill about trying to get home distillation legal. And I wanted to talk with you about that and see what I could do in my home state of Virginia.
Distill your own is what the title of the bill is. Basically, it would allow somebody to distill their own liquor up to 50 gallons per person or 100 gallons in a household for personal consumption only. They cannot, you know, sell it, can't transport across state lines, that type of thing. Be more than happy to go get you a copy and bring it down. And actually, that should help you. You know, take that when you are looking for your delegate or senator in Virginia. You know, give them a copy of all of this and say, hey, would you help sponsor this?
That would be great.
It's part of our history, just like this whole building is. It's part of our history, especially in the Appalachians. And then a couple other states are looking into it also. Arizona, Massachusetts, Missouri has it, perfectly legal.
Delegate Smith understands understands where I'm coming from as a moonshiner. Yeah, I'm very interested in seeing a copy of this bill. I really feel like I've got my first ally now.
Here's the bill. Share that with the individuals that you talk to in Virginia, and you've done the work for them.
All right, thank you very much. Meeting Doug Smith today was a huge success. He's not willing to back down from this fight, and neither am I. You know, Doug's so valuable to me, not only as validating me, but he told me other delegates and other legislators are looking to do the same thing. I'm ready to hit the road, I'm ready to keep moving forward, and I'm ready to make sure that in the state of Virginia, and even any other state that wants to pass this, we're gonna get home distillation, and it's gonna be legal. Well, I'm here just outside of St. Louis, Missouri. I'm going to see this fella named Don Gosen. Now, this guy actually wrote up the bill that got passed. Now, home distillation is legal in the state of Missouri. I don't know how he did it, but that's what I'm here to find out. He cares about the craft so much. He's done moved way past the home distillation stage. He's actually got a legal distillery open now. I'm meeting Don here at Copper Mule Distillery. This is a family farm that goes back so many generations. I'm super excited to meet this guy. I'm definitely in the right place. Hey, Don, how's it going?
Hey, Tickle, how are you? Welcome to Copper Mule.
Oh, yeah, I tell you what, I knew I was in the right place. I could smell the barrels of whiskey. I see you love old stills.
Absolutely. We've got about 100 stills on the property. We're putting together a collection.
Where do you even come across something like this? An old copper washing machine.
Well,
turned into a still.
Well, during World War I, everybody had given a lot of their scrap metal and different things for the war effort. So, you know, a few years after World War I, Prohibition hits, and people had to use whatever metal they still had laying around the house. Wash machines, milk cans, whatever they could find.
What do you know about this here, Don? This one right here.
Well, I've tried to research these as much as possible, and they look like, especially what the Europeans used to make brandy in stills that looked like this.
I'm almost wanting to say there's a bullet hole in this thing.
Very well could have been. Definitely not a revenuer. They would have done a little more damage than that to it. I do have a still over here that the revenuers definitely got into, though.
Just meeting Don and seeing all these stills, smelling the smell of his barrel room, it lets me know that I'm among kindred spirits right here.
They took a good axe to that.
Yeah, this shows what the law does when they catch us with our pots. But in the state of Missouri, you don't have to worry about this anymore. Not only does he care enough about legal home distillation to get this bill passed, he cares enough about legal home distillation to preserve the history of it. How did you actually get it through? What was the key to your success?
You've got to build a coalition, and that's the most important part. You've got to have other people of like interest. You know, you're making moonshine. What do you make moonshine out of? Corn? How about the corn growers? What do we put our new make in to make bourbon? White oak barrels.
Yeah.
We went to the Missouri Forestry Department and had huge support from them. Believe it or not, the forestry business in Missouri is a $10 billion industry. You got to have that coalition.
Talking to Don, he's let me know that I can't do it on my own. I'm just one small voice.
It wasn't that many years ago where we were in a room about 1/12 the size of this, and that's another place I'd really like to show you today.
What I've got to have is a larger voice of other people that will back me. Henry and Kenny are gone, Tickle's gone, everybody's gone. I've been cooped up for a long damn time. While Henry's off on this run and Tickle's off politicking, the last thing that Josh is gonna do is just sit here in this wheelchair with his thumb in his. We got a water problem we gotta fix, and I just wanna get the job done and prove to the guys that I'm still here and show that I still got some worth. During our peach run, we had a little bit of an issue. We didn't have enough water flow to keep our worm cool. Henry's got a ram pump right here in the shed, but there's a huge hornet's nest up there. Can't get to the pump until we get rid of the bees. I don't know if this will fit me or not, maybe. I'm gonna go get the ram pump, kill some bees, install the ram pump, and when they come back, we're gonna have water. The only thing is, with my history with stinging insects, I'm really not looking forward to this. Right on the face. Yeah, get you damn good pissed. Woo! Ow! 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 Ow!
but I can't let the past get in the way. I gotta go in that building, get that pump, and right now I can't run. So the stinging might be worse than normal, who knows, but we're gonna go for it anyway. I am the bee killer. I'm sure I'm gonna be all right, but I am allergic to bees. They white-faced hornets is what they are. So we're gonna spray these 27 feet. I know when you piss off a bee's nest, they're all gonna come out. As long as I don't get stung all to hell. All right, let's kill some bees. They are pissed. Well, they're coming out of there now. That thing is full of bees. Hell yeah! Let's get the hell out of here. And honestly, I expected those bees to cover my up, but they didn't. I'm really happy Henry, Kenny, and Tick wasn't here, because if they saw this ridiculous, garbage, stupid, crazy getup, they'd laugh. They'd never hear the end of it. This is what you call a ram pump. And I know this works, but it seems like it was leaking air right in here somehow. While Tickle's gone and Henry's off on a bootlegging run, I'm taking it upon myself to get our water source fixed. Guess I'm gonna cut this off, put a new piece on it, put everything back together and see what happens. The whole idea behind the ram pump is our stream is way below our still site. And with that being the case, we're having a hard time getting pressure to go all the way up to the still site. So what we gotta do is take a ram pump, which creates more pressure to the line, which makes you able to push water up the hill. Once it fills up, it builds up pressure, and when it gets to a certain place, it kicks back out, and then it overflows until it catches. I know I can fix the pump and make it work. My real worry was, am I gonna be able to crawl down to the creek or not? Am I gonna be able to get down to the water? I know it sounds crazy because I've done made a run of liquor and I've done been down there, but at the same time, my world's a little different than it was. When you can walk, can talk, wipe your own rear end, you don't really think about it. It's just took for granted. It's just part of life. But when you can't, what a pain in the it is. This thing looks like it's supposed to. It looks as good as it can. It's watertight. Now the question is, am I gonna be able to get to the creek and actually hook this thing up? That's the real question. Don't tell me I can't go down to the woods on a four-wheeler and go to the liquor still. Don't tell me I can't do it, because that's the first thing that I'm gonna do. Ow, God, that hurt. I made it with a crazy get-up on and killed the bees, got the pump, fixed the pump, strapped it on the four-wheeler. I'm gonna prove that being here is worth something. This is our water supply right here. We're gonna hook this ram pump up to it right here. This is the easiest spot to put it right here because I can drive the four-wheeler right down in here. We're gonna put that bad boy in the creek right there. Ah! Damn it. Right here we got good water source, but going up the hill kind of kills it. This should intensify what we have. Hopefully I'll be able to damn get this together. Now if this thing will do what it's supposed to do, oh. That's what I'm talking about. Golly, look at the water, it's pouring. I'm making a comeback and it feels good. I've accomplished so much today. I made it down to the creek. I fixed the water pump. Today is an amazing day. I don't know why this thing is cranking, and it's gonna kill the battery if I keep on. Probably burn the starter up. You won't ever hear the end of it. This four-wheeler not cranking after all I've been through today, after all my accomplishments. That really was, it sucks.
What's going on, brother? How you been doing?
I need your help.
What do you mean?
I'm stuck, and I need you guys to come and get me.
Stuck? Where you stuck at, man?
I'm in our site.
Say that again. You what?
I'm in our site.
At our site?
Yeah.
By yourself. Get the what the hell? My God, man.
Please just come get me.
All right. Damn.
Thank you. I was gonna be able to say, I told you so. Instead, they're gonna be able to say, I told you so, because no matter how much I was able to accomplish today, I still can't walk back from the creek.